Text reads, Monarch Butterfly Biosphere Reserve, Mexico. Clusters of monarch butterflies gather around tree branches. When I was about 10 years old, all the small trees bent over from the weight of all the butterflies. And they covered the whole mountain. Today they are at the top only. Our elders tell us wherever you looked, there were butterflies. We didn't know the value they had. Today we know their value. Today we work to preserve those butterflies. Text reads, every autumn, millions of monarchs journey 2,500 miles across North America to California and Mexico. Text reads, the monarch population has declined by 90% over the last 20 years. Public concern is growing across North America. Scientists, educators, and the public collaborate to save the species. Text reads, Tatjana Hubel, iSwoop scientist.
So it's really difficult to count the individual butterflies, as you can imagine. The idea is that if you have a 3D reconstruction of the trees and the butterflies, you know the size of a butterfly, so you can estimate how many of them are in a cluster if you know the precise dimensions of that cluster.
One of the many advantages of this technology is that it produces a very easy to interpret and relatable end product. So it is an excellent gateway into public curiosity and explanation of the magic of science and discovery.
I was here the year when we had 250 to 300,000.
I want people to understand the connection between themselves and the effects on the population, not just the monarchs, but all insect populations.
If we want monarchs, we've got to look to our environment. Milkweed that is so necessary to their life cycle.
It's disheartening when you think about how drastic the decline is, but then I have a lot of hope because there are so many different people that care about monarchs.
In many ways, these focal species are what helps us appreciate the other things in life. By learning to appreciate them, we're learning to appreciate the other less common wildlife.
The way that they move is just perfect.
They're just magical here.
They are such delicate creatures, but so strong at the same time.
Text reads, iSwoop cultivates collaborations between scientists, educators, and interpreters to tackle global-scale challenges. We stretch the possibilities of cutting-edge technologies to create compelling, science-based narratives that transform the educational landscape. Interpreters and scientists working on our parks. iSwoop is a model program to build the public's understanding of science at national parks. iSwoop is funded by the National Science Foundation under grants 1323030 and 1515766, with additional funding from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. Opinions, findings, and conclusions or recommendations expressed in this material are those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect the views of the National Science Foundation.